Hey guys, what's up? Beast and Beast Toys here coming at you this evening. Gonna do an opening of a new Etheria Dragstor. That's right. Just got this from Amazon 2 days ago. Showed up, it was on Friday. And ironically, Thursday, Amazon can be weird. I'll just tell this quick story as I show off the box. On Thursday, I get an email that says shipping delay. No date. Okay. No, it'd have been Wednesday. I'm gonna have to say it probably was Wednesday. I could probably go back and look. I may have deleted it already. Anyway, oh, nice. Never noticed the horde symbol in the corner of these. So I'm like, that's weird. Like, it just said it was just hadn't under my Amazon, haven't shipped yet. Shipping on February or January something. I guess around the end of the weekend. I think it was 29th. That would have been Friday. No. Shipping on the 29th. Yeah, I'm gonna put it here on next day or day after, so the 30th, 31st. Anyway, long short, got an email, said delay in shipping. Didn't give a date. I'm like, what the hell? That's weird. I'm like, said it was going to ship, but no, didn't get anything else. No joke. Came home the other day, had a box from eBay I'd bought and another box from Amazon. Opened the box from Amazon. What's this? I'm like, didn't even say it shipped. Weird. Amazon don't typically do that, so... All right, well, anyway, we're going to get him and show him off. Something else, though, I'm going to throw out there at you folks that are listening and watching, that I read, I just read, or I didn't read the article, so I could be way off, so don't shoot me for being off. I didn't bother to click on it, because if it's not actually posted, I was on my X account, and if it's not actually posted on there, if it's got a link, I don't typically follow the links too often, unless it's something I'm really, but I should have, but I didn't. But at any rate, my point being, I clicked on, and I read somewhere that it's saying that Masterverse is not going to continue. And I'm like, that's odd. I didn't know that. I didn't think that was even going to be an issue. Apparently this new Chronicles line, and I love the side art on that. Side of the box art like this. He's up against on like looks like on a Frankenstein table. It does. That's kind of cool. Grizzlord. Oh look. Well, and this is why I was going to tell this story, because I know it's Extendar here. But here's the thing: if they're shutting this down, then we are not getting an Extendar. We're not getting much more, because somebody on the post had captioned a picture of King Hiss, and they're like, oh, no King Hiss. Well, no more Snake Men. What do we get? One Cobra Khan. And I honestly thought, hey, they're going to bust out some Snake Men figures in this line, which this line's cool. I really like this guy. I mean, I'm going to say something, let's say something, friends, on here. You people that are here to watch this, you obviously like this line. But I really like this line. It's good. I think they've done a very good job with this line. I'm really disappointed if what I'm supposedly hearing and think I'm seeing is true. They're going to discontinue this line. I'm going to say, like, it's a travesty. This line is really nice. It's got some neat figures, a very modern look to these figures. Very modernized. That's what I'm going to say. Very modernized look to these figures. And they're neat. I like the 7-inch feel is a lot cooler than the smaller ones to an extent. I need to make sure there's nothing in here. Do we not get a... No, he doesn't have... Okay, he's not like the Origins version I just got recently. He just doesn't have a zip cord. And that's fine. It's not a big deal. Typical Amazon, though, shipped in a smaller box, got a crease. I almost didn't order this or open this because of what we are just talking about. I read this or see this post about maybe discontinuing. Quickly show him off. There's his wave. I haven't got any of the other ones. I don't know about the Keldor. I don't really like him much, but I have almost every Masterverse figure. I think all but those two new ones, and I feel like I'm only missing one other one. I've got Beast Man. Got a Beast Man unopened, a Cobra Khan unopened, Skeletor, Battle Armor unopened. I've got 4 up here, and I can't tell what they are. 2 of them are laying down. The backs are up. I know what 3 out of 4 are. Make me look at the other ones too. Cobra Khan, Beast Man. Oh, Blade. I was like, I should know this Blade. Well, sad part is, man, I really hate it. I would like to open those, but I'm telling you, those are going to be worth a fortune. If they close this line down, it's not. Ooh, stiff joints. Okay, well, I'm going to try to talk as I show him off. So, pretty hollow chest. I don't know. Hopefully, you can kind of hear that. Get the feel and the hear for that. So hollow plastic on the inside. I feel like the legs are even kind of hollow. Got a hollow leg. Remember that? You know that old saying, got a hollow leg. So the cool part is lots of movement here. I like the looks of this figure, by the way. I really do. You get, God, I feel like it's is he missing a weapon or something? I get one hand. No, you get two hands. I'm sorry, you get two hands. But I don't see a weapon. Oh, you can use his... Okay, you can use... It makes this out to be like a weapon, by the way. Just caught that. I was like, I'm odd. So what you can do here, you got two spots. I prefer the dragster part, so his two hands are gonna go in the container down there with the other. So I do like that you can use this as a weapon. It is kind of cool. It is kind of a neat weapon for a figure. And this is what you would essentially, let's see, I'll throw it on there real quick and show him off. Essentially, this is what you would get. You can do this. See how that, here he is, by the way. I guess I better show him off. I haven't even showed him. Been talking too much. Talking about this, not making these anymore. But here's what I did, kind of got out of this post. It was, I think, a Preternia or a Yak Face post on X, that essentially they are still making the vintage collection figures that are exclusive to Walmart. So my thoughts are they're going to continue that. And it said through 2027. I think that was what it had, a caption of a question mark after through 2027. I'll take this off because I'm going to put on the back. Like I said, he's got two spots. It's going to click right on the back there. See what I mean? Kind of neat though, because when you look at this handle, it kind of looks, almost gives it like some type of airplane look or something. Anyway, so back to what I was saying though. We're going full out wheels, by the way. These pegs are different. But they gotta be, I think. They're a little different than regular hands. I think they gotta be to be able to sustain these wheels while you have the guy. I'm telling you, I'm about half tempted to try to hunt down a second one of these and sit on them. There's a couple of figures of these I think you probably ought to get and set on. And if we're really, truly winding down this line, then these last couple of wave figures are going to be worth a lot if they're not distributed well. Cobra Khan was one of those for a while. Webster was. I honestly, and I got mine on AliExpress. I could not find one at a reasonable price. So, it's neat how you can set him up essentially however you want him. His knee joints. Ooh, that's a stiffer. Dang, my goodness. Those are stiff knee joints for a Masterverse. I've not run into a Masterverse figure with knee joints that stiff. And I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like I'm about ready to pull this. Oh, there we go. Whew. That was stiff. So, get a little work in there. You can get some now. His boot's loose. I feel like that's my fault from pushing on it too hard. Well, at any rate, you can kick everything back a bit. And he does roll. And there's not really a good way to do this though. Can't really get him flat on his belly. See how I can roll him like this. He's not really flat on his stomach. I wonder if it'd be better to do something like this. Yeah, that seems to have more of a positive effect. You're gonna have to get his head, lift his head up a little bit, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty much what you got. So it's a little different than Origins, you know. Obviously, you can pull the old, and he just goes. But he is cool nonetheless. I like the upgrade. I like the helmet look here that he's got. Let me show that off real good. I like the face. The face sculpt is really cool. I like the tusk, the curled tusk, and the Horde helmet. He's kind of got a Horde, like a racer's helmet of sorts, like a bike racer, horse racer type. So that's kind of neat. Horde emblem above the wheel. So essentially, in that wheel, those are wheel treads. If you look in the, I know the lighting's not great, but that's wheel treads on there. You can kind of see the design of the wheels. They're a little, this one's a little rougher. Like the treads on this doesn't look like the treads on this, which is odd, but at any rate, no big deal. So here you go. Essentially, here is your Dragster. And like I said, for me personally, I'm not so sure I shouldn't try to sneak another one in here and hang on to it. I feel like, you know, you got guys like him. Anti-Attorney He-Man, I think, is probably already going up in price. He's another one. There's just a handful that are not easy to find again, and I feel like they're going to be worth something. I really want to open my well, I have Cobra Con open. I have an extra Cobra Con because my Walmart, luckily, is where I found the last 2 waves, mind you. I had them pre-ordered, but last 2 waves. Not this guy. I had to let that pre-order roll. Because I've been in my local Walmart recently, and they do not, which is surprising. They have gotten some more Masterverse in, but it's the vintage collection. Like, they sold out of the Man-at-Arms, ironically, and then now we've got a whole new stack of 4 or 6 of them that probably won't sell. And there's a handful of fakers still, but that's a good figure, but I don't know. Maybe distributed on those or something. I don't know how to exactly say what I'm thinking precisely, but so my front foot here is a little off. I'm worried I'm not getting enough traction to bend it all the way up. And this one is no problem. This one is not. Kind of giving me a little grief. There we go. I think I got it. I just want to be able to stand him up too, just the same. So again, there he is. He's a great looking figure. I like everything they did with this Dragster. Super, super cool. This is, again, he is so neat. They've done so good. It crushes me as a collector to hear that they're going to discontinue this Masterverse. I really was pleased, and I'll say this, and I don't want to, hold anybody up on the video. Obviously you can stop watching, but I'm going to talk about it real quick, the Masterverse line in general. So when they hit New Eternia and New Etheria, to me, this line took off. The Revolution stuff's really neat. Don't get me wrong, I watched it all, and I really liked it. Actually really enjoyed it a lot. Super enjoyed that Revolution series that they came out with. But I will say this. When they started coming out with the New Eternia look, essentially with the New Etheria, you are getting the modernized versions of the originals. With upgraded looks and accessories and whatnot. Now they are coming out with the vintage collection, which is essentially the 7-inch line, the Masterverse line in the original look, which is great too. I definitely like those. I like, I could collect those for quite a while. I wouldn't get too crazy, but I would definitely, the basics of those figures, He-Man, Man-at-Arms, Tila, we got a Stratos and a Zodak. Then on the other side, we got Skeletor, Faker, Merman's coming. I think at some point we'll see an Evelyn, Trap Jaw, Triclops, and a Beast Man. I think you'll get all your originals, I'm assuming. And then they're going to kind of probably fizzle that out. You might get, I want to say maybe a Ram Man or someone else throw that in there, but not much more. And I could be wrong. We may not see much more of that at all. But I'm pretty sure, like I said, from what I grabbed from that Twitter post, that we'll get some more vintage collections, and then, but we're not getting much more in the Masterverse. They're shifting that. So, hey, good for me, though, as far as money-wise, because I'm not going to lie, I'm not jumping ship. Even if that movie's great, I don't feel myself jumping ship for those figures. Masterverse, it's just one line I collect that I would probably just, it's just going to take a nosedive and be done. So no sweat off my back. I mean, my son's getting ready to graduate high school and we'll be going to college next year. So that's going to be a bill I'll have to take on for a few years, and I'll have another one 2 years behind him. So, and then another one 4 behind her. So, yeah. So those bills are going to tally up eventually. So won't be able to afford a lot of that anyway. But hey, there would have been. I'll just say, in closing, there had been a handful of figures I would have liked to have seen in that line made before they shut down. So, and again, and Snake Men were some of them. So, not gonna see them, I don't guess. And who knows? Maybe they just blow and smoke and then say that, and then they'll change their mind due to demand or something like that. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like I said, I want to share some Masterverse info from what little I know, but what I saw. So unfortunately, I feel like we're losing this line. But in the meantime, what we got at the end here is phenomenal. Like I said, really good figures in the last few waves. Really good. So very pleased with that. Anyway, go out and get him. If you can find him, absolutely. I think he's sold out in a lot of places. I'm sure there's probably already a handful of reviews already made of him. But I just got mine, and I'm really pleased with it. So I'll say that. So anyway, so thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. You want to get notifications of my video reviews. And as always, with the new Etheria Dragster, I'm Beast from Beast Toys. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you.